Never eat these high potassium foods. Eat these safe alternatives instead. Have you ever reached for a piece of fruit or a vegetable thinking it was healthy, only to later find out it's loaded with potassium? For someone living with kidney disease or managing high creatinine levels, this can be a serious issue. Potassium is an essential mineral, but when your kidneys aren't filtering it effectively, it can build up in your blood and affect your heart rhythm, muscle function, and overall health. This makes knowing what's high and low in potassium more than just trivia. It can literally protect your life. The challenge is that many superfoods promoted for their health benefits, like certain fruits, juices, and vegetables, are actually very high in potassium. Bananas, avocados, spinach, dried fruits, and even some green smoothies can send your potassium levels soaring if you're not careful. And because potassium doesn't taste salty or sweet, you can't tell by flavor alone. Without good information, you may accidentally overload your kidneys while thinking you're making a healthy choice. In today's video, we'll make it simple. I'll show you some common high potassium foods you may need to avoid or strictly limit if you have kidney issues, and then I'll give you safer, low potassium alternatives you can enjoy instead. You'll walk away knowing exactly what swaps to make so you can keep your meals satisfying and nourishing without risking a dangerous potassium spike. Let's begin with one of the most familiar fruits on breakfast tables around the world: bananas. They're convenient, naturally sweet, and often seen as a healthy snack, but for people with kidney problems, they can quickly become a hidden source of trouble. Understanding why bananas are risky when your kidneys aren't filtering well can help you make smarter, safer choices. Bananas are celebrated for their potassium content, which is great for most healthy people because potassium supports normal heart rhythm, nerve conduction, and muscle function. However, when kidney function declines, your body's ability to excrete excess potassium decreases. Eating a banana that seems harmless can suddenly contribute to potassium levels that rise higher than your kidneys can handle, increasing the risk of irregular heartbeat or muscle weakness. Another reason bananas can be tricky is portion perception. Because they're soft, portable, and inexpensive, it's easy to eat one or even two without thinking. Each medium banana provides over 400 milligrams of potassium, so doubling up can deliver a quick dose of 800 to 900 milligrams, far exceeding what's safe on a restricted diet. This isn't something you can taste or feel right away, which makes awareness even more important. For kidney patients, consistent high potassium intake from foods like bananas can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia, elevated potassium in the blood. Hyperkalemia can cause tingling, fatigue, nausea, or, in severe cases, dangerous heart rhythm changes. Avoiding or strictly limiting bananas is a simple, proactive way to keep your potassium levels in a safer range. It's also worth noting that bananas appear in many health recipes like smoothies, protein shakes, or desserts. Even half a banana blended with other high potassium ingredients such as spinach or avocado can push a drink far over your safe limit. This is why reading recipes and building your own low potassium blends can be so powerful for kidney health. If you miss the sweetness and texture of bananas, there are gentler alternatives. Apples, pears, and grapes are naturally lower in potassium and can provide a similar fresh fruit experience without overwhelming your system. You can slice them into cereal, pair them with low-fat yogurt, or eat them on their own as a snack. Another tip is to discuss your specific potassium allowance with your healthcare provider or dietitian. Some people with milder kidney impairment can still enjoy small portions of high potassium foods occasionally, while others must avoid them completely. Personalized guidance helps you find the right balance. By becoming mindful about bananas, understanding their potassium content, watching portions, and choosing lower potassium alternatives, you take a simple but powerful step toward protecting your kidneys. This single habit can help you avoid dangerous potassium spikes, keep your heart rhythm steady, and still enjoy a satisfying, fruit-rich diet that supports your health. Let's move to a creamy, trendy food that shows up on everything from toast to smoothies: avocado. Praised for its healthy fats and silky texture, it's easy to forget that for kidney patients, This fruit can be a major source of hidden potassium. Understanding why avocados may not be the best choice when your kidneys are struggling will help you protect your health without feeling deprived. Avocados are famously rich in potassium. One whole avocado can contain more than 700 milligrams, and even half can deliver more potassium than a whole medium banana. While this is excellent for healthy hearts and muscles in people with normal kidney function, it's risky for those whose kidneys can't excrete potassium effectively. Just a few slices added to a salad or sandwich can quietly push you over your daily limit. Another issue is that avocados are often used in spreads, dips, and blended drinks. A serving of guacamole paired with high potassium chips or veggies can turn into a very large, hidden dose of potassium. And because guacamole feels like a plant-based snack, people may eat it freely without realizing how concentrated that mineral load has become. For kidney patients on restricted potassium diets, regular consumption of avocados can contribute to hyperkalemia, elevated blood potassium levels, which may lead to muscle weakness, tingling, or dangerous heart rhythm changes. Avoiding or limiting avocados is one of the simplest ways to reduce that risk and keep your potassium levels steady. If you love creamy textures, you don't have to give them up completely. Safer swaps include small amounts of unsalted cream cheese or ricotta, or even mashed cooked pumpkin or butternut squash. These alternatives mimic the mouthfeel of avocado with far less potassium and can be seasoned with herbs, lemon, or olive oil for flavor. Being mindful about portion sizes is also key. If your healthcare provider gives you an allowance for occasional avocado, measure it out carefully, a tablespoon or two, rather than half a fruit. This helps you enjoy the taste without overwhelming your kidneys. It also helps to read labels on prepared foods. Many plant-based spreads, smoothie bowls, or green dips marketed as healthy actually contain avocado plus other high potassium ingredients like spinach, kale, or banana. Building your own snacks from low potassium produce gives you more control and peace of mind. By making conscious choices about avocados, limiting or swapping them, watching portions, and choosing lower potassium alternatives, you can still enjoy satisfying meals while protecting your kidneys. This small change can reduce your risk of hyperkalemia, keep your heart rhythm stable, and give you more confidence about the foods on your plate. Let's turn to a leafy green that's often thought of as the ultimate health food: cooked spinach. While raw spinach already contains a good amount of potassium, cooking it dramatically concentrates the mineral content because water is lost and the leaves shrink down. This makes cooked spinach one of the highest potassium greens you can eat, which can be a hidden danger for people with kidney problems. A single cup of cooked spinach can contain more than 4 times the potassium of a cup of raw leaves. For most healthy people, that's not an issue. Potassium supports heart and muscle function. But when your kidneys aren't filtering efficiently, the mineral accumulates in your blood instead of being excreted, and this can lead to hyperkalemia, dangerous levels of potassium in the bloodstream. Another problem is that spinach is often added to dishes in large amounts. A handful of cooked spinach folded into an omelet or pasta might seem small, but because it's so concentrated, you're getting a hefty dose of potassium in just a few bites. This is especially risky when combined with other high potassium foods in the same meal. Cooked spinach also frequently appears in green smoothies, juices, and blended soups alongside other high potassium ingredients like bananas or avocados. These combinations can turn what looks like a healthy drink into a hidden potassium bomb for someone managing kidney disease. That's why being aware of what goes into your smoothies and soups is so important. If you enjoy leafy greens but need to watch your potassium, there are gentler options. Cabbage, iceberg or romaine lettuce, and even kale in small amounts can provide a fresh, hydrating crunch without the same intense potassium load. You can still get vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants from these alternatives while keeping your potassium within safer limits. Portion control can also help if your dietitian allows you some spinach. Using a small sprinkle of raw spinach in a sandwich or salad may be acceptable, but skipping the large cooked portions is wise. Always check with your healthcare provider for your personal potassium limit and tailor your servings accordingly. Another tip is to vary your greens. By rotating low-potassium vegetables through your meals instead of relying heavily on spinach, you reduce your risk of excess mineral intake and add variety to your diet. Herbs, microgreens, and sprouts can also give you flavor and nutrition without a big potassium hit. By understanding the difference between raw and cooked spinach and making conscious swaps, you can still enjoy vibrant, green-filled meals without putting your kidneys at risk. This one small change, choosing lower potassium greens or smaller portions, can help you maintain safer potassium levels and support your overall health. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you which high potassium food surprised you the most today. Share your answer in the comments. Now that we've looked at some high potassium foods to limit, let's shift to the fun part, the safe, lower potassium alternatives you can enjoy instead. Making these swaps gives you the satisfaction of familiar textures and flavors while protecting your kidneys. Let's turn to a fruit that often sits quietly at the edge of the table, but can be a real ally for kidney patients: grapes. Whether red, green, or black, grapes are naturally juicy, hydrating, and lower in potassium than many other fruits, making them a gentle choice when you need something sweet without overloading your kidneys. Grapes provide antioxidants like resveratrol and flavonoids, which help reduce oxidative stress and support healthy circulation. This is especially valuable for people with kidney problems, since better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reach your kidneys, supporting their filtering ability without adding stress. Another advantage of grapes is their naturally high water content. Because each grape is mostly water, you're hydrating yourself with every bite. Hydration is key for kidney health, and getting it from a low-potassium fruit like grapes can be a simple, tasty way to keep fluids balanced without risk. They're also easy to portion. Unlike a banana or avocado, which gives you a big dose of potassium in one go, grapes can be eaten a few at a time. This lets you control your intake and enjoy sweetness throughout the day without exceeding your potassium allowance. Grapes fit seamlessly into snacks and meals. You can enjoy them fresh as a snack, toss them into a salad with low-sodium cottage cheese, or freeze them for a cool, bite-sized treat. Their natural sweetness makes them a great stand-in for dried fruit, which is much higher in potassium. Another benefit is that grapes are naturally cholesterol-free and very low in sodium. This makes them not only kidney-friendly, but also heart-friendly, an important factor because heart and kidney health are closely linked. Choosing grapes over high potassium or processed snacks supports both organs at once. It's still wise to rinse grapes thoroughly before eating to remove any surface residues. Buying seedless varieties can make them more convenient, and keeping a washed bowl in the fridge helps you reach for them instead of a less suitable snack when cravings strike. By adding grapes to your routine, you give yourself a sweet, hydrating, and low-potassium option that feels indulgent without risking a potassium spike. This simple habit can help you satisfy your sweet tooth, stay on track with your diet plan, and protect your kidneys all at the same time. Let's move to a creamy, versatile spread that can stand in for high-potassium ingredients like avocado unsalted cream cheese. This simple dairy product offers a smooth texture and mild flavor without the heavy mineral load that can stress your kidneys. When chosen carefully and eaten in small portions, it becomes a gentle way to bring creaminess back to your meals. Unsalted cream cheese is much lower in potassium than avocado and contains far less sodium than regular cream cheese. This combination makes it a good option for kidney patients who are watching both minerals. It gives you a satisfying mouthfeel while keeping your potassium and sodium within safer limits. Another advantage is its versatility. You can spread unsalted cream cheese on low-potassium breads or crackers, mix it into dips with fresh herbs, or use it as a base for sandwich fillings instead of mayonnaise or high-potassium spreads. This flexibility helps you enjoy familiar foods without the hidden risks. Its mild flavor also makes it easy to pair with fruits like grapes, apples, or berries. A small smear of unsalted cream cheese with slices of a low-potassium fruit can create a snack or light breakfast that's both satisfying and kidney-friendly. It's a simple way to replace higher potassium combinations like avocado toast or banana with nut butter. Portion control still matters. Even unsalted cream cheese contains some phosphorus and fat, so think of it as an accent rather than a main ingredient. A tablespoon or two is usually enough to add creaminess without overwhelming your diet. Measuring out your portion helps you stay consistent. Buying the right variety is important. Look for unsalted or no salt added cream cheese rather than standard or flavored versions. Many commercial spreads are loaded with hidden sodium, which can undo the benefits of choosing cream cheese in the first place. Reading labels puts you in control. You can also make your own flavored spread by blending unsalted cream cheese with chopped herbs, lemon juice, or a dash of olive oil. This lets you create a rich, tasty topping without adding salt or phosphate additives. Homemade spreads are fresher and often more satisfying than store-bought versions. By swapping avocado or other high-potassium creamy toppings for unsalted cream cheese, you can still enjoy smooth textures and rich flavors while protecting your kidneys. This small, thoughtful change gives you more confidence about your meals and helps you stay on track with your low-potassium plan. Let's turn to a humble vegetable that often gets overlooked, but can be a true friend for kidney patients: cabbage. Light, crisp, and naturally low in potassium, cabbage makes an excellent alternative to high-potassium greens like spinach or Swiss chard. Its versatility and gentle mineral content mean you can enjoy it regularly without worrying about straining your kidneys. Cabbage is naturally hydrating and packed with vitamins such as vitamin C and vitamin K, which support immunity and blood health. For people with kidney issues, these nutrients are valuable because they nourish the body without carrying a heavy load of phosphorus or potassium. It's proof that you can still eat colorful, nutrient-rich foods even on a restricted diet. Another advantage of cabbage is its fiber content. This fiber supports healthy digestion and helps regulate blood sugar, reducing the chance of sudden spikes or crashes in energy. A steady digestive rhythm also lowers the production of waste products that the kidneys would otherwise have to filter, giving your system a gentle break. Cabbage is also extremely versatile in cooking. You can enjoy it raw in a salad, lightly sautéed, boiled into soups, or even roasted with herbs for a richer flavor. Unlike spinach, which shrinks drastically when cooked, cabbage retains much of its volume, so portion sizes are easier to control without concentrating potassium. It's also a budget-friendly vegetable, making it easy to keep on hand. A single head of cabbage can last for several meals, giving you a steady supply of kidney-friendly greens without straining your grocery bill. This makes it a practical choice for long-term dietary changes. When preparing cabbage, keep it simple. Avoid heavy sauces or salt-based seasonings, which can add unnecessary sodium. Instead, use lemon juice, olive oil, or fresh herbs to bring out its flavor. This keeps your dish light and kidney safe while still being enjoyable. Red cabbage in particular offers additional antioxidants that support heart health and reduce inflammation. Since the heart and kidneys are closely connected, adding red cabbage to your meals can give you another layer of protection while keeping potassium levels manageable. By choosing cabbage as your go-to green, you're giving yourself a safe, nourishing, and versatile option that fits easily into a kidney-conscious diet. Each serving brings hydration, fiber, and protective nutrients without the potassium overload, making it a simple but powerful swap for long-term kidney support. Now, let's take a moment to look back at what we've covered. We started by uncovering some of the most common high-potassium foods that can quietly overwhelm your kidneys: bananas, avocados, cooked, and spinach. Then we explored gentle, low-potassium swaps like grapes, and salted cream cheese, and cabbage, that let you keep flavor, color, and variety on your plate without risking a dangerous potassium spike. Making these changes doesn't mean giving up everything you enjoy. It's about learning which ingredients serve your body best and making simple, consistent swaps. Each time you choose a lower potassium option, you're giving your kidneys a break, helping your heart stay steady, and setting yourself up for better energy and long-term health. If you found a new food or swap today that could support your kidneys, please subscribe to Eat to Heal so you don't miss the next step on your healing journey. And before you go, Share in the comments which high potassium food surprised you the most, or which low potassium alternative you're planning to try first. Your experience could inspire someone else in our community.